was like 58 minutes long, but I took it down to 7 minutes. I started off by extending the bathroom to align with the room next to it. Now, I know it doesn't look exactly aligned. I may have gone back and changed a few things. Like it's obviously work in progress. This whole part is just me thinking and like just wondering what to do, because to be honest, it was really hard to think on ideas of how I was gonna play around with this house. So I thought I would bring the fridge this way, but you'll see that later on I changed the way the wall is, because I just kept trying to fit it, and then I wanted to fit like the toaster with it, but it just didn't fit, and it didn't work out really well. So this part is just a bit of a waste of time because I ended up changing pretty much the whole fridge area. I mean, I fit the toaster near the fridge, but I didn't like the gap behind the fridge, so I tried adding a pillar, but it didn't even fit. So this is the part I think where I ended up changing most of that part. Here I was thinking let's get a roof, but then like I said, I changed it anyway. I didn't like the gap or the space where the fridge was, so I ended up making the wall flatter, and then there was no more gap. I tried to fit like a wall trim, but it didn't end up fitting anyway because the wall was not cornered or flat. I changed the colour of the handles of the fridge, made it linen, and I kept the white. I wanted to change the colour of the dishwasher because it didn't like the black default that they already had. And then I moved some things around because it was a bit crowded. This whole process here is very time wasting because I changed the whole thing up, and it took a very long time. I thought I did fit a tall cabinet, but then I ended up wanting a different layout, so it's a bit of a waste of time. I realized that there was an extra wall placing there, so I ended up extending it instead so that I could make a bigger room. This part here is a waste of time as well because I decided to put some stuff, but then I decided I didn't want them anymore. But I'm pretty sure I did keep the new wall aligned with the other wall so I can have more space. I don't know why, but this part, the cabinet was not fitting, and I got confused why. So it was a bit frustrating, but it ended up being okay. By the way, guys, we all know I'm not a professional. I haven't really played BLOXBURG'S for a long time, so there is probably a lot of things that I, missed, kind of. Like I left some pillars there, and some pillars aren't actually there. But like I said, I'm not professional. But yeah, this is a literal waste of time. I think I said this already, but I changed this whole section up. Like I wanted to do a little toy area, but yeah, I didn't like it. I noticed that the wall was not aligned with the wall next to it, so I made it bigger. And then I wanted to add a barrier between the washer and dryer with the toy area, which ended up changing. So I still added the barrier, which I think I ended up keeping with whatever I replaced the toy area with. I decided to do like a little play area with like a play kitchen set, but then I ended up removing that whole part because I had a better idea of bringing that little bench you see there with the painting on that side, which is what I'm doing here. Not gonna lie, this part was a bit annoying because I wanted to fit that plant, but it just wouldn't fit exactly how I wanted it to. And I don't have like any game passes, like I think it's called like advanced placement. I don't have any, so just bear with me. I moved the clock above the door and then I changed some wall colors, which was a bit like annoying to do because it was very time consuming. I think here I finally had the bathroom size that I needed, or maybe I can't remember. But I got rid of the things that were in the like little like pantry. And then here I added the floors that I needed to add because I didn't have them. I was adding a door here, but it wouldn't let me because I had two separate walls, so I had to have one wall to be able to put the door. I got some stuff from the old bathroom to add to my new bathroom, but it ended up changing a bit because the space was smaller and I couldn't fit the big shower. Here I realized that there's a bit of an empty space, so I extended the bathroom. And then I had to think what I was going to put in that little gap. The toilet being there did not work out, so I ended up putting a shower. This worked out perfectly, so I put a little bathroom mat as well. Here I was just thinking where to put the cabinet and the toilet. Not gonna lie, I kept forgetting that I actually had stuff in the bathroom that I could reuse. So I just put the same sink and then I got a toilet and put it in that space there. I got the few little details done and then I added the lights. I thought the bed was a queen bed because I wanted to do a master bedroom here, but I ended up doing everything in part 2 anyway. So then I just did some finishing touches with the colours of the walls. And then I wanted to give you guys a quick tour of what I did so far, but a girl interrupted. But anyway, if you guys like this video, make sure you subscribe and like for more content. And I'll see you in part 2.